In this activity, we will be using the medium motor. You should notice that the motor is connected to one of the ports labeled A, B, C, or D. And in the robot that we have, the drive shaft actually gets its power from the medium motor itself. If you guessed that the way we would control the medium motor would be through the medium motor block, you would be correct. A medium motor block is actually quite similar to the move steering block, except the fact that there's no steering control. The medium motor block really doesn't need to turn, it simply needs to go in either one direction or the other with a certain amount of power, which we continue to use with the power box. So let's take a look at this example. The first example, which is going to be rotating the motor simply for 10 seconds by using the medium motor block. Now, if you remember, we had sort of the units that we used in order to designate the length of the movement that we're making. And in this case, since we noticed that we are trying to do 10 seconds, we will simply change this to be seconds. And I think that, as usual, we should generally stay around 50 to 75. However, since this is a rotation and I don't want it to slip, I will just keep it at 50. And I would like it to run for 10 seconds. So as we did earlier, that unit controls the amount of that box. So we can just do 10. And we always use breakage at the end. So let's take a look at this example problem on the computer, and basically all we need to do is drag the block that we want to use, and the medium motor block can be found as the first block in the green tabs. And once we drag it over, you should see it and then connect it to the play button as we do earlier. And this is going to be the first time we do this. You're going to be clicking this button and we're going to be changing the units to be seconds. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change the value to be 50, which I've already done. And we're going to change the amount of time to be 10. And then once again we'll conclude with breaking. This may be the first time you have noticed this, but we are going to make sure that we have the correct port, as we stated earlier in the video, to the correct motor, as I have configured the D motor port to be aligned with the D motor port on the EV3 itself.